This is what I filmed yesterday. It's the wooden bench at the West End at South Coast Plaza. It's literally right across the street from South Coast Plaza. And this is what I filmed a year ago from today. Let's try the cushion chair at Nordstrom. This is the second time. But yeah, so here's what I did to the Hot News complex, and I was glad I went here because this happened, believe it or not. So if you look here, this beam actually collapsed. It was actually down here, and this track piece was actually like this. But anyways, this thing still has some problems, and if you look up here, I reinstalled the by the way, I just cleaned this out earlier. It was just so dirty. It was all cluttered up, and Katina did that because the building doesn't seem to be too stressed, but with all the weight, it feels like this is just gonna get damaged a bit more. So like that is a big gap right there. But anyways, so I reinstalled this piece, and believe it or not, I had to actually move it down and angle it a lot more to prevent the marbles from getting stuck on the track. So I also had to cut that left railing off in order to create more space for the marbles because it just kept getting stuck. And I also had to raise this car ramp to give the marbles more clearance to go through. But here's the main issue. So if you take a look at this piece of cardboard, this flip-flop, you'll notice that the marbles just won't go right actually. See? They just keep continuing going left. No matter if you put this to the left, like here to the right, it just can continue going left. So what I'm gonna have to do is move this track piece more to the right or this to the left, and that should help the marbles go in both directions. But anyways, I'm also gonna have to add a beam to hold this flip-flop, an angled piece of cardboard, as well as this track piece just because it's not holding itself correctly. But anyways, I'm glad I went to the wooden bench. Actually, no, I was gonna say. So once I finish this entire garage, I'm gonna go back to the wooden bench at South Coast Plaza to have it inspect the garage, because I don't want what happened in New York City to happen to my garage. That garage collapsed because it was not designed for cars. But I learned from this bench already, and I know how to make a garage correctly and prevent that from ever happening again. But anyways, that will be it for this video. And once again, this is what I filmed last year.